Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering everything you need to know about PUBG update 38.2. As of this recording, the servers are down for maintenance. So tomorrow morning when you see this YouTube video, the servers will be live for PC and then next week for console. So let's jump into everything you need to know about what's new, what's coming, and what you can expect to see in the coming weeks. All right, number one, let's jump into the patch notes. And I will have timestamps down below because this will be a little bit of a longer video. So if you want to skip to whatever section you want, well, then jump right ahead. So first, we'll dive into the patch notes to see what's changing with this update. Again, this update is live for PC November 5th. So today, when you're seeing this video, next week on console, November 13th, which will also be the console migration. More on that later in this video. So number one, the Porsche collaboration is here. This is the Porsche 911, the Porsche Cayenne, and the Porsche Panamera. Those will all be part of a new crafter pass. I will do a whole separate video breaking down the pass, the cost of it, what's included in the pass, how to unlock the skins, what are the best ways to unlock the skins. Like I do those videos all the time for you guys, and this will be no different. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and like this video to get notified of the future videos. You'll have the Porsche in the starting island. So those of you who actually do unlock or buy the Porsche, you'll be able to drive it in the loading island of each map. All right, so first up is the map Rondo. Rondo's actually getting quite a few changes on this update. So number one, they changed a lot of the terrain. They said they smoothed out some of the rough terrain. They removed some of the shallow water puddles in specific areas that would kind of bog down your vehicles. But the big things that they did is they took away the pillar guards. They took away all the BR coin. They took away all the safes, the birds, and like the birds in the cage, and the fish AI. I'm a little torn, I think, on the pillar guard situation. I don't know how you guys feel. Let me know in the comments below, but here's the details. So the market and pillar guards are gone, and they've changed this POI where it used to be where the pillar guard spawned. Now they actually added a separate little compound next to it, and they changed some of the terrain. You can see here where you can actually take a boat, a vehicle down to here, or a BRDM. This actually might be where if you go fast enough, you can send your car all the way through. Sometimes it'll go underwater and come back up. So we'll test it when the update comes out. But so they changed this POI a bit. This will be a place where you can actually land, get loot, and have some early game fights. So maybe it's a change for the better. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll just kind of real quick say, in my opinion, I preferred the AI bots in PUBG to be compound specific as opposed to being a world spawn enemy like they are in the current meta. I liked when it used to be in Haven, the map Haven, where the pillar guards were only in certain buildings, and in Rondo that's kind of how they were too. The pillar guards were only in certain areas. I thought that was kind of a fun PvE part of the game. You could partake in it or you could choose not to partake in it, but now they've been removed altogether. So no more buy stations, no more AI guards with level 3 gear. All that's been gone. Okay, overall terrain height has been significantly lowered. Surrounding structures walls have been adjusted. New loot spots and garages have been added for hard spawn vehicles. That's really good. Cliffs and vehicles added for access routes near the river. An island has been added to the center of the lake. Oh, okay. Certain buildings have been added or removed. All right. Another area, Rinjing. The floating restaurant where the grade 3 market once stood is also seeing a variety of changes. It's actually a pretty cool POI. The restaurant's floor height is lowered, so players can climb directly out of the water. Great change. First floor exterior has been expanded. Okay, new loot spots. Indoor objects adjusted. Okay, a new bridge has been added to the south. Some windows have been... Oh, this is actually really good. So this is the floating river market that used to have the AI guards that would spawn there. Since they're no longer AI guards, they kind of made it a little bit better place to maybe hot drop, which is what it used to be, is a fun hot drop until the guards would come and kill you, because if you didn't get a gun, they would come and rush you. All right, what else? The test track is being slightly changed. Experience more than just the thrill of driving. Challenge other players and put your racing skills to the test. So is this going to be in the game or just in the pre-lobby? It says new track layout, including the entry road, has been redesigned. New structures and objects such as traffic lights have been added. Floor markings have been added. A lap time measurement feature has been added. Traffic lights will activate when a vehicle enters the starting point. If you stay for 5 seconds, the lap measurement will begin. During lap measurement, your current time will be displayed on the left side of the screen. Lap time measurement will stop once the following cases: player exits a vehicle or changes seats, leaves the track or drives in the wrong direction, vehicle remains stationary for extended period, or the player gets knocked out and killed. The existing billboards have been replaced with lap time records where you can check lap time rankings. Lap time records will remain until the end of the match. This is okay. So this is actually in like the actual game. So when you spawn, if you go to this area with your car, you can set a lap record and then continue on getting your chicken dinner. That's actually hilarious. It says you have to sit still for 5 seconds though. Who's gonna be the first person to get sniped out of the car trying to sit there for 5 seconds waiting for the timer to start? You know, it'd be kind of cool. Maybe this. Let me know what you guys think. Would this be cool or this not be cool? These kind of leaderboards, but throughout the map, and they actively tracked like the highest kill person in the lobby. Like it was almost like a kill leaderboard for that lobby. So whoever, like the top 3 names, whoever had the most kills, they would have like that person's player tag, you know, first with how many kills they had, second how many kills they had in third, and it actively changed throughout the match. So you could, like, if you were an enemy, you could see, oh shit, like that person's top dog in the lobby right now. Then you see them in the kill feed. That would be kind of a cool little feature, like a little in-game persistent world thing. Secret rooms have been added to Rondo. You can now enter the locked area using a secret security key. Open any one of the 4 doors and it will unlock all of them. Okay, the secret room is talking about, by the way, it's not this. The secret room, let's see if they have a picture of it here. This is the secret room. So these are the doors it's talking about. There'll be 4 of these. You open one and it opens all of them. And so there'll be potential weapons that spawn inside of there. You can see here, potential level 3 weapons that spawn inside of there. I personally am a fan of the secret room idea with the security keys and whatnot. I do not like the fact that there's a potential to get level 3 gear inside of them. I just think that's a little bit OP, considering you're not really having to do any risk to go after it. Like you randomly find a key, then you go to one of the rooms, you open it up and you're in and you're out. There's no like, you know, danger for doing it. So like the fact that the secret rooms are there, don't like level 3 gear being there. Vending machines have been added with destructible pots. Explodable gas tanks have been added to Rondo before the what do you call it, rage bait in the comments. Explodable gas tanks have been added to Rondo. This is a new item to Rondo. Fixed spawn spots with inflatable boats have been added to Rondo, but the total spawn quality remains unchanged. With the addition of the new fixed vehicle spawn spots, the overall number of fixed vehicle spawns has been increased. Good. More vehicles, I think, is better overall. They changed the lighting in some of the rooms. This, to me, honestly, just looks like they changed the color of it and they reduced the post-processing and shadows. So this is before and this is after. What's their detail? Improve the interior lighting and textures across the map. Okay, introducing various changes to Rondo. Got players in we've also made some several terrain improvement. Okay, and this is just a TLDR. If you have not seen my ultimate graphical PUBG guide yet, so if going from this to this, you obviously can't control this, right? PUBG dictates what this looks like. But all these, see these black dark lines here, a lot of these shadows, a lot of the detail. This is from the effect of post-processing. So if you have that feature turned up, it's going to give more detail to a lot of your interior buildings and rooms, but it does use a pretty significant amount of your resources for GPU, CPU. So if you're looking to cut back on resources without really taking a big visual impact post-processing, you want to cut that down a little bit. Same thing for shadows. What we got? PUBG Global Championship PGC 2025 decorations have been added. Destructible gas tanks have been added to Vikendi before the clickbait rage bait comes into the chat again. Destructible gas tanks have been added to Vikendi. Let's make that noted. It is new. With the transition of PUBG console to current gen, the following changes have been applied. Console, the waiting time on the starting island has been reduced from 90 seconds to 60 seconds. Thank goodness. So we are going from old gen consoles to next gen consoles. What can you expect to get out of that? 30-second faster load time, baby. Okay, I'm kidding. So console transition to current next gen as previously announced in the console service update. Already made a video going over that whole announcement. Later in this video, we'll go over the specifics again, just to kind of recap for what you guys maybe have missed. So hang tight for that. For the workshop, specialty crafting skins, they have a new tab added for the Porsche Collaboration. So the Porsche is going to be a crafter pass, similar to the Lamborghini and some of the other vehicle passes that have come out for those. I will do a video going over all that again, like I said, so make sure to keep it locked to this channel for that video. The PGC Pick Em Challenge is back again this year for 2025. I will make another video going over exactly which teams I think you should vote for, but here is your TLDR. Do not vote yet for your PGC Pick Em Challenge. I say this every single time we have a Pick Em Challenge, and people still just seem to miss it sometimes. So please tell your friends if they don't watch my content, hey, dum-dums, don't vote yet, okay? We have until November 28 to vote for the team face-off, and we have until December 12th to vote for the pick the winner. It's really important to wait because these teams are going to play qualifying matches before they know which teams go to the grand finals. So ultimately, what you're doing is voting for what team is going to win the grand finals, right? That's the big prize. So if you vote now and the team you vote for doesn't even make it to the qualifiers, you wasted your ticket, you wasted your vote. So don't vote yet. I will make subsequent follow-up videos about which teams to vote for and why. I'll do my best to give you guys, my best guess on who you should vote for, as I always do. So keep it locked here for that video as well. Content related to Rondo's market has been removed from custom match. Oh, okay. Item probabilities. Okay, there was this. UI changes. The item tier and category are now displayed in the item probability pop-up. A new UI has been added to display the skins equipped in slots 1 through 3 when selecting a special skin in the customized vehicle skin. Okay, it just changed the color of it here, I guess, really, right? So this is if you go to the chest, you click on a chest, you hit F to view probabilities. It'll break down all the items you could earn in that chest. Well, now they break it down even better with like, hey, what tier is each of those items? So that's good. Because a lot of times people ask me like, hey, CDOME, where can I get this skin at? Or where did you get that skin that you're wearing, that hat or whatever? You can easily check yourself by going to the chest, click F for probabilities, and just scroll through it to see if the item you're looking for is in there. That's a little bit of bug fix as well. We're not going to go through all of them, but let me just kind of breeze through them and see what we got here. Fixed an issue. Whoa, fixed an issue where rapidly pressing the crouch and prone keys in succession would skip the prone animation. Yo, this is big one. This is the like the pro glitch, how you would skip the prone animation and your character would basically suck to the floor. So like when people do drop shots, this is what people would use all the time. You would hit CZ really quickly. So crouch prone, you'd hit it really quickly and your character would skip the animation of like going to the floor and he would just get sucked to the floor and then be able to shoot instantly. That was a really, really strong, I don't know if you call it a bug. I guess it's a bug fix, right? So that was a really strong bug for those who took advantage of it, commonly referred to as drop shotting. That's been buffed out or patched out. That bug has been patched out. God, I'm freaking exhausted. I can't even think. I think that's actually a good thing personally. I know some people are going to be like, it's a high tier learnable mechanic. I think stuff like that is I don't want to say exploit, but it's like it's obvious that the game, it wasn't intended to be used like that. And when you do abuse the specific animation canceling, you do get a significant advantage. I think those things should be patched out of the game. Personally, I understand some people just think, hey, it's one of those things you kind of have to master, and it creates a bit of a skill gap. I get that. Same thing with like the reload canceling trick, where you would reload and then cancel the animation before the whole animation is complete so that you can shoot a little bit faster. I abuse that mechanic, but that'd be one of those things where I wouldn't be mad if they removes it. I'm like, okay, well, it's obviously not intended. So I don't know. Maybe you guys feel differently. What we got? Red zone missiles could fall outside of the red zone. Okay, that's been fixed. All right. Every mode fix some collisions on Rondo. Okay. Some clipping issues. Clipping, flickering. Oh, they fixed some of the transparent bugs where like if you had a certain clothing set equipped, part of your body would be transparent. They fixed more of that. Good. Okay. So yeah, overall, I think that's some pretty good patch notes. Nothing like crazy though, to be honest. The big thing is Rondo. Like this is basically a Rondo patch from what I can gather. They're buffing the Rondo map, trying to make it, I guess, a more appealing map to play on. Maybe because they want esports to be more hyped up there. I don't know. But in terms of gameplay, there honestly really isn't any gameplay changes. So you got the Porsche collaboration, you got Rondo changes, you got some new skins. Honestly, that's kind of it. You got PGC stuff, console transition. So speaking of new skins, let's go ahead and jump over to the November store update, and let's take a look at what new skins we got. So we have the new crafter pass, like I said, for the Pubg Porsche collaboration. New progressive weapon skin, which is that video that we put out this morning going over the new progressive and chroma MP5K, which I'm actually really digging. Okay, sales period for the Porsche collab is November 5th until December 3rd. For PC, November 13th to December 11th for console. It's only a month, so it's a short. It's the same time as the other ones, but only a month to get the skins. PGC 2025. Man, I'm liking these skins. I don't know about you guys, but I am liking these skins. The cloak, the mask, the weapon skins, the colors. I think it's looking good. These come out also November 5th, so they'll be out tomorrow for PC, November 13th for console. The 2025 Pick Em Challenge, again, will be coming out later, actually tomorrow for PC, right? November 5th. Yeah, so November 5th for PC. And then console does not have Pick Em Challenge options. You typically on console can only directly purchase the skins. There are no voting options for skins on Pick Em Challenge for console. It's dumb. They used to have it way back in the day when I started on console. They stopped it for some reason. I don't know why, but it isn't there. So again, don't vote yet for PC. I will make another video about what to vote for and why. What's this? Cash Out Crew. Ready to make your move? Win big with the Cash Out Crew. This is a new skin bundle set. Okay, it's actually pretty cool. Kind of give me like a little payday vibes. We got a new bat. That's actually a cool baseball bat. Some masks, hats, clothes, hoodies. What kind of gun is that? What is that, a vector? It's kind of hard to tell. Here is the new progressive hideout contraband creator code CDOME skin. So you have the progressive vector MP5K here, and then the chroma MP5K. As I said on Twitter today, this shall be known going forth as the Needler MP5K. If any of you guys are Halo fans in here, this is the Needler MP5K. I will be trying to get that one, please and thank you. So of course, it's going to be the new contraband crate. They'll give you 50% off your first purchase of the Big 10 bundle crate. New items added to the scrapbroker. We'll cover all these tomorrow night live. We'll do some contraband crate opening crates and all that kind of good stuff. If you're playing on PUBG PlayStation Plus, you get an exclusive bundle, which comes with workshop chests, a little gift box with some things in there, contraband coupons. Ooh, and a specialty parachute. Look at that. Pixel art parachute, originally available when PUBG first launched on PlayStation. Don't miss your chance to claim them all. That's actually a really cool parachute. I like that. Same thing for Xbox. Get your hands on the Hunter's Chest, keys, and contraband coupons with a Survivor. Wait, is there no parachute for Xbox? Dang, get wrecked, dude. If you're on Xbox, you don't get the parachute? Dude, that sucks. What the heck? Why would they do that? Okay. And one last note before we go over to the console thing. If you guys are going to be buying anything in the store, as a reminder, I know I sound like a broken record, but I have to remind you, PUBG deleted everybody's creator code as of 2 weeks ago. If you were previously supporting me or another PUBG partner and you have not recently re-entered the code at the PUBG website, anything that you buy in the store goes to nobody but PUBG. PUBG gets all the money. So if you want to help support me or help support any of your other favorite PUBG partners, please go to the Crafton creator code website. That link will be in the description or the pinned comment. Log in and re-enter either my code, CDOME, or whoever your other PUBG partners you want to support. Re-enter it, and the system will tell you are now supporting that person for X amount of days. Every 6 months, we have to re-enter those codes now. if you want to support us. Okay, so please make sure to do that if you do want to support me or your other PUBG partners. Okay. All right, then moving on to the Pick 'em challenge. Again, a whole nother video on this. I'm just gonna breeze right through it. A whole nother video. Here's the skins. It's gonna be all the clothing sets, the pan, the mask, AUG, M4, SLR. It's gonna look sick. I think these skins look dope. The weapons look cool. I think it's not a bad choice of weapons. Basically, the top AR, one of the second best ARs, and then one of the best DMRs out there. So I think is a good choice for weapons, and skins look cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Charm and emblem spray. Okay, there's all the sets with the voting coupons, etc. Pick 'em challenge schedule. Yep, it starts November 5th, but do not vote. Do not vote. Do not vote. Yeah, look, they even say it here. Voting coupons are valid until December 12th, just before the grand finals. So plan your picks wisely up until the last moment. Just remember to cast your votes before the deadline. That's so important. If you vote early, that's fine. You can vote early, but you're just kind of shooting darts at a dartboard blindly. If you wait until the teams play their preliminary matches, you will weed out about 8 of the teams, and you won't make the mistake of accidentally voting for a team that did not even qualify. Okay, so have a little patience. Wait, I will keep you guys updated with YouTube videos, post it on Twitter, etc., like I always do. All right. So last but not least, the console service transition. Here's the TLDR. Again, we already covered this in detail on a previous video, but starting November 13th, if you own an Xbox One X, an Xbox One S, or PlayStation 4, you will no longer be able to play PUBG console. You can only play PUBG console if you have an Xbox Series S, an Xbox Series X, a PlayStation 5, or a PlayStation 5 Pro. So they are doing away with the old gen systems and are only supporting current next gen systems, as they call them. Now, here's what you get for the transition, okay? So if you have an Xbox Series S, the lower end Xbox, you can do 1080p at 60 frames per second or 1440p at 30 frames per second. If you have a Series X, you can do 2160p at 60 FPS. If you have a PlayStation 5, you can do 1440 at 60 FPS. And if you have a PlayStation 5 Pro, you can also do 2160 60 FPS. A couple little asterisks there. If you have an Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 Pro, it supports dynamic 4K resolution. What this would typically mean, if you play at 2160p, the game, I'm pretty sure of this. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure of this. The game will prioritize a stable FPS over a stable resolution. So there used to be an option for that where you can have like graphical priority or performance priority. I think the default is performance priority now. So that means during certain times in the game, if there's like a lot of explosions or smoke grenades or whatever going on in the game, if it's too much for your system to render, it will choose to lower the resolution of your game actively while trying to keep a stable 60 FPS frame rate, which I don't think is a bad thing, by the way. I think that's actually a good default choice, but I just wanted to kind of point out that little asterisk there, okay? Special gifts for the transition. As a token of our appreciation for your continued support of PUBG console, we've prepared a special gift package for our longtime players. Eligibility: all players who created a PUBG Battlegrounds account on Xbox One, One S, One X, or PlayStation 4 before the live server maintenance on November 13th. You get PUBG Icons Parachute, Desolate Military Base nameplate, and a PUBG Graffiti emblem. Reward delivery will be sent directly to your inventory. Special bundles are available for PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass members. Along with the usual chests, keys, and coupons, you also get the pixel art parachute, and then for Xbox, you do not get the parachute for some reason. You only get the chest and coupons. Why is that? What is that? What is that about? After update 38.2 live server maintenance, Invite new or returning players to join and earn various rewards, including 500 GCoin. Oh, wait. There's going to be a console exclusive event to get 500 GCoin. Okay. So check out November special drops announcements. I don't think that announcement is out yet. Let me see. No, it's not. Okay, so I will cover that when they do release that, so I can tell you guys how to get a free 500 GCoin if you're on console. So that's nice. Do you have to do anything for the server merger? No, you do not have to do anything. Your account will be secured and transferred. No changes needed. Settings: PS5, PS4 are separate products. In-game settings data will not be transferred. Okay, so very important. Make sure to take a screenshot of all your settings on console so that when you load them back up of the new version after the update, you can copy pasta your settings over, your keybinds and all that kind of stuff. For PC, we have an option in the settings menu that literally says save and load settings, so we can save it to the cloud and then load it back to our account. I don't believe console has that. Verify that for me, my console peeps. But if not, take a picture of your settings like soon, before next week, so that you have them when the transition occurs. You can just go back in and copy pasta. Okay. All right. That's it for the patch notes for the Pick 'em challenge, for the console merger, for the November store update, etc. What are your thoughts on all the changes? I personally think the console service transition is good. I think it's been a long time coming. Again, starting from PUBG console here, you know, back in 2017, 2018, I started on the Xbox One X. I have it, my original console, day one edition console, sitting there. I went back and played it recently, and you know, just for fun. And it was a nice little throwback nostalgia. But boy, consoles come a long way since that original system, and PUBG has been dragging those old systems through the mud, trying to keep up with the, you know, current changes. So I think it's good that they are transitioning to supporting new stuff. Those systems are like 13 years old. It's time to update them. Hopefully this also points towards them including console in the UE5 transition as well. So that's what looks promising to me, is that, hey, they're looking to shed some of the fat, if you will, from those old systems and kind of prepare everyone for UE5. Now, right now, UE5 is not slated to be showcased until 2026. And that doesn't mean come out. I mean, show it. Like, maybe show off some gameplay footage. All right, they've already shown us in-game renders and in-game engine footage, but no gameplay. They just showed, you know, kind of the water and Erangel and how some of the buildings look and that kind of stuff. And it looks great, but, you know, hopefully this year we'll see some gameplay. Maybe see some closed beta testing. And I don't think release will happen in 2026, but that's what the lead director of PUBG says. At the earliest, 2026 is when it will release. I'm thinking 2027, 2028. That'll put it more in line with the 10-year anniversary of PUBG. You know, PUBG 2.0 on UE5. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But let me know what you guys think down below. Again, I know this is a long video, so timestamps down below. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit a thumbs up before you go. Subscribe to the channel and head over to Krafton's website to make sure your account is linked for a creator code, CDOME, or any other PUBG supporter you want to support. Because right now, if you haven't done that, your money is going all to PUBG. None of it is going to me or another creator that you want to support. So make sure to go do that. And I will see you guys in the next video. And if you're actually watching this video on Wednesday, I will see y'all Wednesday night for the next live stream. All right, peace out.